This is the 2025 Asus ROG Strix Scar 18. This is the RTX 5090 version. It has 32 gigs of RAM, and of course it comes with the Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX. It is basically one of the most powerful laptops you can get in 2025. And in this video, we're going to be unboxing this device. I'm going to be capturing your questions for this video. Maybe I can answer them in the video, but also benchmarking questions, usability questions that I will cover later as I launch my full dedicated review. Now, first and foremost, if you're curious about the exact pricing and availability of the different models, I'll put links in the description below. Currently, I have listed this exact model from Best Buy, but I'll also link other models as they come available. Let's dive right in and check out what we have in the box. And it is not the lightest device by any stretch of the imagination, but it is not supposed to be light. It is supposed to be a powerhouse system. Let's see if we can find the charger block in here. This will also be a serious charger block. We have the 380 watt charger block, which for 380 watts, that's actually not massive. I remember the old 350 or 330 from HP, and it was a square that was probably about that big. So that is a 380 is incredible how much they've consolidated that package in 2025. So not bad carrying 380 watt charger block in what would be the size of a, of a 250 to 300 just a couple of years ago. So that's really nice. All right, next thing I want to do is, of course, get this thing unwrapped. So along the bottom cover, you can see we have the ROG Scar. Very pretty, very stylish going on there. All right, and you can see the RGB band that's going to stretch around the entirety of the device. Go. There it is. Yeah, these are shipping rather quickly from the announcement and from when we can get them out. I'm amazed at how slowly laptops are actually releasing this year. Normally in years past, we've seen them release a lot faster. Seems like laptops are trickling out a lot slower this year, so we're having to wait to get our hands on them, even to review them this year, which is very interesting. All right, flipping it over. Let's go ahead and check out the top cover. This is not RGB. That's just a reflective material there. This is the one with the anime dots or matrix dots. I forgot what they're calling it now. You can see For Those Who Dare, classic ROG symbol, and then established 2006 here as well. Let's go ahead and get the side view so you can see a little extra detail on this. So you can see there's the established 2006. For Those Who Dare, you can see it kind of reflective there. Right there, and then of course our ROG symbol. Nice large vent along the back side. Pull that out. Anime Vision, thank you so much, Anime Vision. 2 USB Type A's along the right side panel. No ports along the back side, and then we have far more ports along the right side, the left side panel. So we have our power adapter, network port, HDMI, an additional USB-A, and then 2 USB Type-Cs. Those are 2 Thunderbolts. And if I'm not mistaken, we're sitting on Thunderbolt 5 now, which is amazing. So the port connectivity, this is something I've really been looking forward to in 2025, is having expanded abilities with Thunderbolt 5. Let's go ahead and switch over here. And let's double check what we have as far as port connectivity. Okay. So if we're looking at the tech specs, processor, GPU capabilities, we have this available in the 5070 Ti, the 5080, and the 5090. And as we head down, we have the different 18-inch displays, which are going to be all the same on each device. RAM will be slightly different. It says max capacity of 64 gigs. That kind of surprises me. Maybe give it a shot. Put in two 64s and see what happens. And then now looking at ports. Okay, here we go. Yep, two Thunderbolt 5 ports. Right here you can see Thunderbolt 5. That is going to substantially increase your ability to have throughput of data as well as video. We're going to have faster transfer speeds of up to 80 gigs per second. You're going to be able to transfer visual data like to your screens at 120 gigs per second. And then also you're going to be able to have more devices connected to your laptop than in prior editions because of the ability to transfer so much data per second. The lanes don't get as clogged up, and so you can have more peripherals and devices connected than on past machines. And for me, considering having at some point a full desktop replacement, that's my goal this year, is to turn one of these laptops into an entire desktop replacement. That is really what I'm looking for. Thunderbolt 5 is one of those big unlocks for me with this SCAR and with a bunch of other devices that Intel is putting out in cooperation with the OEMs. That really, really makes me excited. I feel like Asus priced their laptops too high, unless for laptops you get OLED screens. There's no point in buying a mini LED Asus for more. Interesting perspective. Okay, going ahead and opening up the laptop for the first time. The first thing I notice, being that Asus in the past has equipped devices with very stylized interiors, the SCAR is very simple. There's no extra design. It's just a flat, matte black top cover on the keyboard deck. You can see a large, really well done glass trackpad. That's one thing I've noticed on some devices in the past when they get large trackpads on these gaming laptops, is they're kind of clunky. And this is not clunky at all. Let me give a little press, see if you can hear this. The trackpad sounds great. It's very soft. It's got nice press, good contact. And so that feels really good under my fingers. Keyboard has a nice medium key travel. It's very quiet. Well done there as well. The large numpad is available to you on the right side. And so overall, they've done a really good job with the package. It is just so minimal in appearance. Now, one thing I did notice is there's this weird shift key situation they have going on here. They've gone ahead and pushed the arrow keys over into the numpad. And then they've gone ahead and shrunk down the shift key. Not my favorite design, if I'm going to be totally honest there. I like a full-size shift key. When I'm typing, I tend to miss the shift key if it's, oddly sized, which this one is. So if I'm going to have a big gripe about the keyboard deck, it's going to be that really weird key setup. Okay, the audio buttons, the volume up and down are set here, as well as your mute mic, fan speed, and your ROG Armory Crate button, easily accessible. So overall, those are some really nice features as well. Don't have to peck around and find your volume button. That's quickly and readily available to you. Okay, the hinges, 2 connecting points. Let's go ahead and shift up to the top, already on the top camera. Down, opens and closes easily with one hand. Obviously, there's a lot of weight to the device, and so that's done very easily. Go ahead and check out some of the flex on the screen. Oh, not a lot of flex at the bottom. That is very surprising. A little bit of flex up top here, but for an 18-inch screen, that is actually quite impressive. Let's see if we can get it leaned down there. Ooh. Not a ton of flex. I mean, that is a large panel, and we're not seeing a ton of flex there, which is really good. Okay, I'm going to close this down before we move on too much further, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to pop off this bottom cover here. This is something we talked about at CES, but since we're in a live stream unboxing, let's go ahead and check this out. Before we do, if you have any questions, if you want to see specific benchmarks, if you want to know about certain features of the device that you're curious about, heat dissipation, how it does cooling, how it does running 3D modeling, video editing, whatever, please let me know. Please go ahead and comment below this video or drop a comment in the live stream. And that way I can run tests that are most applicable to you. As for me, creative professional, if you're a creative professional watching this, those are the main benchmarks I run. I'd be happy to help you out, run some benchmarks, if possible, I will do that. All right, let's go ahead and show you. So all you have to do is slide this little button here. And that is how you're going to pop off the bottom cover. So you see here, that little thing right there. Slide that. And then you shift it down. Shifts down. And then it pops off. Very, very easy to get off the bottom cover and access your M.2 drives. So you have an M.2 drive that's occupied here, one slot that's unoccupied, and of course we have our RAM, which is stacked very nicely here below this tab. So once again, not USB, M.2, M.2 SSD, and then stacked RAM right in there. This comes equipped with 16 and 16, making 32. They say the max capacity is 64, but I personally would not be opposed to trying 64, a 128 gig setup. We have a tri-fan setup, hopefully keeping the system cool since we have the new RTX 5090, which is pushing a lot of power. I think, though, when I was watching Dave 2D's video, I think 200 watts is where the graphics power is sitting for this device. And so there's going to be a lot to keep cool in this. We have the HX series, the RTX 5090, and so hopefully this new cooling system will really show off strong on the device. Okay, I'm going to drop the back cover back on, and then I'm going to get this thing turned on, see if we have enough power to get it fired up. Okay. See if putting it on, there we go, got it back on. Putting it on is just about as easy as taking it off. Ooh, that was fancy. Look at that. Okay, I am wrong. I thought that this was not RGB. That is an RGB face right there. That is really, really cool. And the Anime Vision is already pre-programmed to have a pretty cool style going on. All right, look at this. This is beautiful. Look at the view of this device from that corner. That looks so nice. That screen is massive. Really nice, large 18-inch display. That trackpad is feeling so good under my finger. I'm really, really enjoying that. It's soft, it's consistent, really nice. See the RGB? It's a nice thin layer of RGB. Very nice. Okay, now the question is, what fan mode are we on? Because as soon as the laptop turned on, I'm already hearing some fan noise. We're on turbo mode. Okay, let's go into silent mode. All right, so when the laptop turned on turbo mode, fans were on. To put it in silent mode, we have nothing going on, and the system is running nice and quiet now. No fan noise. Let's go ahead and fade over so you can check this out. So the system is now running. Here's my brightness. There we go. Running on silent mode. The CPU is about 58 degrees Celsius. The GPU is about 42 degrees Celsius. This is with nothing going on in the system yet. Completely silent. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get our web browser opened up, and let's see if we get any sort of noise just getting on the web. All right, we're connecting to the internet here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get online. Man, it's so fun how much that Strix is dancing around without any sort of programming on my part. All right. So I mentioned temperature of the CPU. The temperature of the CPU, now that I'm on the internet, is at about 75 degrees Celsius. A moment ago, before I jumped online, it was about 56 to 59 degrees Celsius. I now have some fan noise. We're at 73 degrees Celsius. Just jumping onto YouTube. I've yet to really turn any video on. So let's go over to... Hey, we could watch my live stream as I'm doing my live stream. That sounds fun. That's trippy. Okay, so now that we're watching my live stream, while doing the live stream, let's see what kind of... There we go. So I do have a little bit of fan going on now. We're running about 72 degrees Celsius still, 49 degrees Celsius on the GPU, 64 to 65 degrees Celsius on the CPU, and this is just get on the internet on silent mode. Yep, we do have a light amount of fan noise, but nearly inaudible, but it's you know, good to know that they're good to know for you as a consumer, not good to know because I'd rather there be no fan noise. But definitely just using this thing lightly will produce some fan noise. Okay, so for those of you who think the anime vision is overkill, let's skip this. And we can change things up. Let's make it rain. Apply effect. Apply. All right. That did nothing. Let's apply effect. Ah, I've ruined it. I'm never good at stuff like this. People get in and like do all their own things. I'm such a minimalist. I've ruined it. I've ruined the anime vision. Classic me. Oh my goodness. All right, it's gone. There you go. Well, hey, for those of you that wanted it turned off, there you go. Can you test some heavy? Can you run heavy testing to see what temp is going in heavy load? Yeah, absolutely. I'll do. I always do my 4K video editing test, which really pushes the system hard. I can check it during the 3D modeling benchmark. So there's some different things I can look at. I'm cracking up right now that I just ruined the animation. I don't even know how to get it back. Like, I don't even know why. Well, maybe we can reset to default. I don't know. I'm not going to waste my time. It's off. I really don't care. I actually kind of like the Animatrix. It's anime vision. They almost got sued because they used the word matrix. So don't get them sued again. Okay, there we go. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, well, that gave you a first look at the design, at the system. As I said, pop your questions below. Let me know what you're interested in. If you're curious about the exact pricing and availability of this model, definitely comment. Definitely comment. Woo! It's been a while since I filmed a video. Definitely head down in the description below. Check out those links. You'll check the live pricing if you're interested in making a purchase. I don't think they're available at the time of the recording of this live stream. They were still like sold out on Best Buy, but I'll link up some more. So if you do make a purchase, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. But of course, that's what keeps the channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. Now, I'm going to be running benchmarks. So if you catch this on the replay, comment below. Let me know what you would like to know as far as features, use cases, stress tests, benchmarks, whatever it might be. And I'd absolutely love to knock those out for you guys. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all here in the next video.